everybody, it's your girl B Octavia and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is B Octavia. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Washington DC. Today we are celebrating my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. And I'm glad I looked at my first video. You know what I'm saying? This will not be a reaction to my first video. I'm gonna wait until sometime, but I'm not ready to do that now. So I'm glad I checked it because I had no idea when I started. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I started and then I just kept going and kept going and kept going. So we are officially at our 2-year mark, and in this video I wanted to tell you guys what I learned in my YouTube journey so far, you know, about YouTube, but more so about myself. And I also want to give advice. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people who, you know, meet milestones and they start to give certain advice, but it won't be no generic advice. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be real advice coming from a real person, okay? And this will be advice to anybody who is my age or who is just lost as far as trying to figure out what you want to do in the world, or, you know, just how are you going to leave your mark. You know, that's really what's important to me. I look at my longevity on YouTube as, you know, me wanting to leave my mark. And to some people it may be negative, to some people it may be positive, but it's my journey. And also, of course, a thank you. Now, I do want to start this with the thank you, and it won't be as emotional as my past video. I feel like I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had enough time to get my emotions in check and to really realize yet again who I am and what I'm doing all of this for. A lot of the times, even before I started YouTube, you really wouldn't be able to know my hardships, or you wouldn't be able to figure out what I go through on a day-to-day basis. So the way that I wanted my YouTube to be is where I felt wholeheartedly comfortable with talking about things from the past that I need to deal with, or just, you know, just anything that's really bothering me. And in turn, it's become a healing process. And thank you to all of the people that are here. You know, regardless if you from 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 1 day ago, 1 week ago, whatever the case is, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all really don't know how alone I felt in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know. They just think about your appearance. Like, the type of person I am, I know how I look. You get what I'm saying? I understand. I see myself right now. But I'm not really too caught up in appearances. I like to, of course, keep myself up, and I like to look nice in my own opinion. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of the times people just want to give compliments instead of hearing you out. And I'm different from a lot of women in today's time because, again, I like to look nice, but that's not what I'm getting on here for. Talking about street shit, I'm not getting on here thinking, oh, I'm cute, whatever the case is. You know, looks can fade. You know, anything can happen. And then what? And then what do you have? You know, if you only are getting things because of your looks, or you're getting a special treatment because of your looks, that's not much. You know what I'm saying? That's not any substance that you have. So I'm not tripping off of my appearance, and I don't want you to either. I feel like I have a hard time with comparing where I am with other people's journeys, and I definitely have to work on that. But within the same breath, I want people to realize that, you know, my life isn't like a lot of people's and a lot of, you know, young women's today. At the end of the day, I have to look at myself for answers or help rather than, asking this person or going to that person. So I feel like I am my worst critic, and it does work against me sometimes. So I'm working through that. I also realized within this 2 years I have grown and I have learned how to handle situations better. But within that, I know that changing my circumstances, it will only happen. It will only happen if I keep going the way that I am. I am on a track that I do see longevity in this, and that's different from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I started at 0 subscribers, okay? And even, 6 months in, it was this like whole sub for sub type of thing, right? Where on Instagram you post about your YouTube and you put the hashtag sub for sub, and people, DM you, y'all subscribe to each other, and it's this whole game going back and forth with different people. And you start to support people and you subscribe and like and whatever the case is. Well, that didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? After a while, I realized that it wasn't a genuine system. Meaning, it wasn't people that really wanted to support you wholeheartedly. It was them looking out for them and them seeming to look out for you. But again, I realized that it wasn't genuine support, and I really wanted people to listen to what I had to say rather than just clicking subscribe and hitting the like button and leaving. That don't really add up to nothing. So, 6 to 7 months in, I realized that, but within that game, I kept posting. I kept thinking of new ideas. And mind you, I started off doing makeup reviews and stuff like that just to get comfortable on camera. You have to get comfortable talking on camera. You have to get comfortable with your voice and how you sound. All of it was foreign to me, and I always had this thought that people wouldn't care about what I had to say on anything, just because of my personal life. A lot of shit that I said to people, or a lot of shit that I said in general, just really didn't resonate with people, or they still didn't receive me well. So I just didn't have hope in it, but I kept going. And I stopped the whole sub for sub game because not genuine. Starting YouTube and doing YouTube, you gotta just put yourself out there, and it might sound generic, but it's true. Put yourself out there and put the work in. You gotta learn how to do the hashtags. You gotta learn how to formulate the titles to work for you. You have to. You have to learn how to do it on your own. And it wasn't nothing that nobody taught me. Nobody gave me no blueprint to this. I had to really think about it, and I am proud. I'm very proud of my progress. I never thought in 2 years that I'd be almost where I am, almost at 5K. I never thought of that. I never thought of that. So I do need to pat myself on the back more and just really sit in it. Sit in emotion for a minute. If I'm feeling in my feelings, just sit in that for a minute. But to be proud of myself, I have to sit in that too. And that's exactly what this video is about. It's a thank you to y'all. It's a thank you to y'all for believing in me. Hitting that subscribe button means that you believe in me. And I can tell you right now, like, family that have known me all my life don't believe in me that much. You know what I'm saying? To click that subscribe button. So I thank y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank y'all. And, I thank me for actually having the courage to do this and to do it at a consistent level. It's been times that I have taken breaks that's longer than a couple weeks. And that's too long to be going through some emotional shit. You gotta pull yourself back together, and you gotta stay focused on the goal. I do want YouTube to change my life. I want it to open doors that I never thought were possible. So I gotta work at that. And being a woman, and especially talking about what I talk about, and being from where I'm from, and being black, it's a lot of things and a lot of stereotypes and a lot that's against me. So I do have to work that much harder. And especially because I just know that I'm not like a lot of women that are my age in this time. A lot of us are go-getters, but a lot of us use different avenues in getting farther. I'm not gonna fuck on a rich nigga, or have a baby by somebody who got money so I can be straight. I'm not gonna belittle myself and twerk on Instagram or show my body for likes, or to get farther. I'm not going to do the plastic surgery to get some type of attention, to make it like, I'm not going to do certain things just for views or just for sales on my business. I'm not going to do that. I felt discouraged. I felt like I don't know, what else I can do. Well, when it's going to be the 20th, okay? And at this point, I feel the strongest that I can feel.